Hi, hello guys, welcome to MS Mechanical. In today's section, we'll be having a lecture on principal stresses and strains. This is the third chapter in strength of materials for any competitive examinations. Now, what is a principal plane? A plane in which only forces act normally and no shear stress is called a principal plane. Compressive, maybe a compressive load or a tensile load, but it should act normally, that is perpendicular to the plane, is called a principal plane. In principal plane, tau is equal to 0, that is the shear stress is 0. If they will be asking a question, what is the stress, value of stress in a principal plane, then it will be 0. We have to take 0. This kind of questions will be asked in SSC, JE and junior examinations level. Now, we have applied a force in this principal plane. This on application of force, what will happen? The material will experience some stress and strain. That stress and strain in the principal plane is called as principal stresses and principal strain. You should always note a point that in principal planes, forces act normally and the stress act normally. There will be stress resulting in normal direction only, that is perpendicular to the application of force, and there will be strain also in normal direction. These are the 3 points, and 2, 3. The fourth point is always shear force is 0. You have to always remember these 3 points, these 4 points. Now let us see what is an oblique plane. Let's take a plane. First, you guys, do you know what is the difference between a plane and a space? If we consider a 2D or 3D object, we will take it as space. We will mention the word space. If we consider in 2-dimensional level, we will be considering as a plane. Okay. Okay. Consider this as a rectangular section or square section, anything. We will have here number of surfaces, number of structures. Okay. Number of layers. Okay. That layers, we can take it as surfaces also. From that, we are considering one such section, 1, 2, 3 and 4. We name this as A, B, C and D. Let this be E, F, G, H. We are just seeing from the front view. So, I will draw only A, B, C, D. let there be a surface here 1 2, considering only from the front view, and we are applying a force normally. We can apply tensile or compressive, but normally in normal direction to the plane. Now what happens? This plane will experience a normal stress and there will be no shear stress. Now we will take the same plane and we will incline it at a degree theta, at an angle theta. Let this be 1 2 dash. On the application of the same force, on this section we can consider this force acts on two different directions. One, it will be acting two different ways. One, it will be acting normally, and another, it will be acting shearfully. Okay, that is, it will be acting normally and here it will be acting parallelly. Parallelly means that is shear, that is tangential force, that is shear. One will be acting perpendicular to the plane and other will be acting parallel to the plane. Okay, this will call as shear and here we will call as normal stress, normal force. So we can resolve this force in two components, that is normal force and shear force. The force only acting in this plane. This inclined plane, if we incline a plane, that plane is called as an oblique plane. Always note that the theta will be with respect to this plane, not with this plane, okay? Only with this plane. For solving this stress and strains in this oblique section, we can calculate by two methods. One is analytical method. Second one is graphical method. We have seen the introduction for this principal stresses and planes. In further sessions, we will be solving analytical method for these oblique planes and graphical method for oblique planes, and I am going to introduce a new sessions on how to solve the gate questions on strength of materials. Okay guys, stay tuned. Bye.